So, on the back of the Free Bikes for Kids van are the words, "Every child should own a bike," and that is kind of the whole backbone of this Free Bikes for Kids project, really. Um, every child should have that experience. Every child should have that chance. My almost all of my best childhood memories revolve around bikes. Myself and my brother, we used to spend all day out on the bikes. I think it's a huge thing. I think it's a huge mental health thing. I think it's a huge physical health thing, and it's just fun. It's just something that every child, for a child, it's your first taste of freedom. You're moving under your own steam. It gives you so much. You can explore, but it goes deeper than that. It's for some children. I deal with a lot with social services, and for some children, a bike is escape. It's respite. It can be so much. And again, then within schools, I put bikes into a lot of schools, and it just levels the playing field as far as physical education goes, because not every child is a ball sports person, coordination wise or fitness wise or whatever. And bikes level the playing field. They really do. And then obviously there are lots of adaptations you can make to bikes for disabled children. There are bike trailers to make sure that every child's included in the activity. There's various ways of adapting bikes. I've made some adult balance bikes before now from BMX bikes. By removing the cranks from a BMX bike, it gives you an adult balance bike, which is great for older children or adults to learn the basics of riding a bike, or people with additional needs. It really is inclusive. It's huge. And that statement on the back of my van, "Every child should own a bike," I really mean it, because I can't even imagine what my childhood would have been. And I know there are worse things happening in the world, and there are much worse things. You could argue that on the grand scale of things it's not huge, but it's something every child should have the opportunity to experience, in my opinion. I think it's a life skill for the future, because like it or not, travel is going towards bikes and active travel and that kind of thing. It's a valuable skill set as well. And yeah, I once had to show a 12-year-old boy that had a bike through the project, came here with his youth worker, and I had to explain to him how to use the gears on a bike, because he'd never owned a bike of his own. He'd once or twice ridden a bike, belonging to a friend. He'd never had his own bike with the gears, and another lad couldn't get his head around the fact that he didn't have to. I gave a bike to him through one of the schools, and he couldn't get his head around the fact that it was his bike and he didn't have to share it with anybody, and he could keep it as long as he wanted it. And that's what this is all about, really. I really firmly believe every child should own a bike. You lot, by donating your old bikes, are giving kids a chance to do that. Every bike goes out completely for free through the project, and it really does make a huge difference. So yeah, thanks for your help.